Injuries, injuries, injuries. The Cleveland Browns are about sick of hearing that word. If you're new to the channel, we make videos for the Cleveland Browns because they don't get the love nationally like they should. And here they are, second in the AFC North, fighting for a playoff spot, fighting for the division. So they are on pace to do something really special this year, considering all the injuries. So the latest injury report is out for this game against the Texans, and a Texans team that's really surprising as well. But let's take a look at what's going on here. Now, the Browns, again, ton of major injuries, but if you look at it in bold letters here are the changes from earlier in the week. So Joe Flacco was on the injury report. It's like, what the heck's going on? He's full practice, good to go. Jerome Ford, it's like, what is going on with him? Because Kareem Hunt's limited with a groin, and your other running backs limited. He's full practice. Myles Garrett didn't practice. That was just a regular rest shoulder. He was full practice on Thursday. So it's like, okay, good news. You got Flacco. Your main players are coming back here. Njoku, my boy, did not practice till limited, so that's good. And then Zadarius Smith, personal, limited practice. So a lot of guys came back. And again, this list is massive if you were to add in the IR guys and all that's not in there. So there is some. Walker's the only one that was limited to then, you know what? He's not going to be able to practice. So overall, from the Browns perspective, good news. Things are looking good. Here's kind of where the bad news might come in. Now, this more good news. You don't want to root for the other team to be injured, but considering everything that the Cleveland Browns have gone through, it's okay. Will Anderson and CJ Stroud will not play in this game. So really huge, because Stroud, man, he's looking good and really gives this Texans team confidence. Now, with that being said, it doesn't matter that you're facing a backup. It doesn't matter who you're facing. You got to go out and win. Right? But the point is, to lose your CJ Stroud is huge for the Browns. And so while the focus will be on Stroud, Anderson, and Cashman for good reason, Houston got a lot of improvement with important players on Thursday. Yes, so they've got Jordan Mason, John Mechie did not practice. Offensive tackle Tunzel, Jimmy Ward, all of these players. You had 5 players that were out that got back to limited. So for a second there, it looked like the Texans were going to be absolutely ravished with injuries, and instead they're getting guys back as well. So it's late in the season. You're getting some rest days on those Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then guys are getting back Thursday to practice. So here's how this game is really shaping up, and let me know in the comments, Browns fans, but it looks like Flacco has figured out a couple things. First of all, the Browns are running the ball decently well, and they're stopping the run. And then Flacco is being smart with the ball, not turning it over. And I did a video on this a couple weeks ago when they first got Flacco. The guy's going to let it rip. And that's what the Browns need. They've got a good enough defense, even with the injuries, that we got to score some points. And he gets the Browns in the position to do that because he pushes the ball downfield. But what I've been surprised with is how he's been able to quickly identify and read defenses. So it's been clear that defenses are going to blitz him, cause confusion, but he's been able to find Njoku. He's been able to find a couple weeks ago, they had that all-out blitz around midfield. He keeps making clutch plays when he shouldn't be, because he hasn't been playing for a year or whatever, but able to just hang in there, read the defenses, and make clutch plays. So it's proven that Joe Flacco's like, he's good. He's in midseason form, if you will, right? Because it's like, I don't know, first game, that was kind of cool. Second game, I don't know. Third, clearly he's got it. And so you could almost just move along from that. And that's huge. So move along from the fact that Joe Flacco, what will he be like? He's good enough to keep on winning, stay pace in the AFC playoff race, and even just stay hanging around in the AFC North, which we knew was going to be a tough division, as it was. But then you lose your starting quarterback, the whole thing. But again, nobody's talking about the Browns, and they just keep winning, and nobody cares about your injuries. Nobody cares about how you got there. But if the Browns can win out, go to 12-5 or whatever, be 12-5 or 13. Yeah, 12, whatever. impressive. And it's showing me, and this is what I did a video on a couple days ago as well, is that the Browns are a team that has depth. They've got coaching, they've got a culture. You're proving all those things if you can keep winning in the National Football League late in the season with all of these injuries. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. And by the way, I don't know if I said this, we're Detroit Lions fans, so we just kind of always root for, keep an eye on the Browns, like just because it's like, come on, we're the same, aren't we? The same. Let me know your thoughts. We'll see you on the next one.